right, good morning everybody. My name is Gina Ogren. I'm the founder of Go Fitness Virtual, and I'm excited to start cardio strength this morning. So again, voice is, fair to partly cloudy. We'll see. I've got some cough drops, so if I need to. I'm hoping that if I just, maybe it will, as I keep talking, it will get a little bit better. You never know. So we are going to do the cardio strength is 45 minutes. We're going to do a warm-up, then we'll do the cardio portion where we try to take that heart rate a little bit higher. Then we'll go to weights to get some strength training, and then you'll have the option to do abdominal work seated on your chair or on the floor. So one or the other is great, and we'll have time to choose that later. So I show you all the exercises, so don't worry about that. But I do like you behind your chair in case you happen to lose your balance. Hello, Ellen. I just want you to be able to reach out and hold on if you need to. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'll slide my chair out of the way. I want you to actually be able to see what's going on. All right, let's march it out. So this morning, my daughter was supposed to go to training camp with football players, and she has a friend whose father is one of the Chiefs' doctors. So she was gonna go with him today, take it out, and we still are raining. So it's been thundering and lightning since last night. It's crazy. Might have stopped for a little while, but we're back at it again. So I'm certainly getting my rain now that I wanted. So this is called Start Me Up, the Rolling Stones. That's our lead-in for the Chiefs, so I thought I'd play this one today. Good, leg curls. So she really wanted to meet Travis Kelce. If you don't know who he is, look him up. He's really good looking tight end. Not gonna happen today. Oh well. Next year, there's always next year. And arms out. Good. So apparently when it's raining, they move training camp inside, and then they don't allow people in the training camp. So it's not that they're not practicing, it's just that there are no visitors to go see it. So she's a little bummed, to say the least. Keep it up. Good, now tap it and reach. Does anybody in Kansas City know how many inches of rain we got? This has been some serious rain. Keep it going. Good, now tap back. Now you can swing both arms back, or you can, do you hear that squeak? It's like I'm a teenage boy today. I don't know what happened. Actually, I kind of know what happened, but I didn't notice it yesterday so much. I went to one of my favorite cover band people on Saturday. It's a Bon Jovi cover band. And I love Bon Jovi. And reach. And the guy who covers for him is so good. He's just so good. I've talked about him before, I'm sure. Because that's probably the third or fourth time I've seen him. Good, now diagonals. Now he met my daughter and he thought she was pretty fabulous. So it was pretty funny. Good, kick back. Nice work. So now I'm just stretching it out, squeeze between those shoulder blades. All right, step touch. and press it down. So I hope you guys had a good weekend. Some of you probably didn't have a wedding that almost blew away in a storm, so now heels in front, crisscross. I was so bummed I didn't even get a cookie or a cupcake. I don't even know where the cookies and cupcakes ended up. Everything started glowing. Pretty sure they were pretty soggy. Now heels out to the side. Now, bicep curls. Now it's a knee lift. Just trying to loosen up those joints a little bit. Four, three, two, one, march it in. Okay, we're gonna take one foot in front. You're gonna set that heel down. Hands are at the top of your legs. Just push, tuck your tailbone under, push your hips back. So this is nice and flat. I have one of those shirts that ties, so you see something sticking out, that's the tie. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in up, and exhale. And march it. Let's take that other leg, heels down, hips back. And breathe in. And exhale. Hi Diane, I think that's you, if I can see your little picture from here. I could be wrong. Good, march it out wide. Shoulder roll. And now lift that elbow. And backstroke. And elbow. And shoulder roll. Take it out wide. We're going to take our hands right above those knees. Here we go. Drop one shoulder. And switch and drop the other. And switch. And switch. And come center, round it up, nice and slow, deep breath in, exhale, breathe it in, one more, and exhale. All right, grab a drink. I'm gonna say hi, and whoever's on, we'll take a quick, oh, Susan, hello.
GoFitness Virtual is more than just live virtual fitness classes. You'll also find GoFitness University. We started GoFitness University as a place to hold all of our brief lessons and focused educational content. Most are 3 to 5 minute videos. You'll find videos illustrating modifications to certain exercises and a few short morning stretching and warm-up routines. And as we interview topical experts, those videos and articles will also become part of the library of content that we call GoFitness University. Now, water break's over. Enjoy class.
I get 2 drinks. Okay, we're gonna march it out. So more cardio. Gonna get that heart rate up. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Yeah, click that thumbs up, guys, if you're on. Should be right below your picture on the website. Step touch. Bicep curls. Good, now upright rows, elbows out. I don't care how high you take the elbows. Just go to where it feels comfortable for your shoulders, but you're lifting the elbows. Leg curls, add them in. Back to step touch, bicep curls. Keep this step touch out to the side. The palms are going to go down. We're going to lift the arms straight up. Nice work. Keep that step touch. So you're going to reach up, pull down. If for some reason the feed goes out, I just heard a big lightning, or a big thunder. I didn't hear lightning, hello. But we've got a big storm going on here in KC, so I don't know if we'll if anything will happen to the power or not, but there were places that without power all over Kansas City yesterday, so reach across, pull back. Now you're coming lower. Back up, shoulder height. Yeah, it's been a wild one. For those of you that weren't on early, I was saying I had a wedding yesterday when the storm came in, and we were in a tent, one of those big white tents, but there were no flaps on one side. There was a nice little curtain, but it wouldn't move. So it was purely for aesthetics. And we started with the rain, nice and gentle, not too bad. We were super excited, there was no wind. And then all hell broke loose. We were moving tables, moving chairs. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. And it looked like the tent was going to lift off the ground and go flying. So it was not, it's not ideal. Cannot say that I felt comfortable or safe. Push it out. But I'm here, so I obviously survived. We just left early. We just went through the pouring rain to get up to the building that was at least a little more stable. If anything bad were happening, it looked like a tornado was coming through. The winds were going sideways. It was horrible. Swing and tap back. So I was soaking wet. I got home, I was so cold because there wasn't a part of me. I had soaked through my undergarments too. It was freezing. And it had been so hot for the wedding. It was just one of the weirdest things ever. Leg curls. Good, push it out. Keep those curls going. But I always say God gives me all these interesting stories to tell you guys. So he did it again. Oh yeah, it was something else. Little X right in front. The whole thing was just shaking. It was so scary. And you couldn't put flaps down on one side, so there was no way to protect it. The other side had the kind of protective flaps down. So we all kind of went to that side, and then the flaps flew apart. The wind was just sailing through. So I said the worst was there's a chandelier. It looked so pretty too. I'm just so sad. And it fell halfway off. It was just scary. It was a recipe for disaster. Good, step, tap it back, push it forward. So we got out of there. We stayed inside the building for a while until the rain slowed down a little bit more. So we probably ran in the worst of, not the worst of it, but I just wanted out of there. Yeah. Keep going. And bicep curl. And then all of a sudden, a ton of people were K-Staters because these guys were big in the band for K-State. So they started doing their K-State fight song, and then they started kind of dancing. So they made Made lemons out of lemonade. Made lemonade out of lemons. That's what I meant to say. Good. Reach one arm, then the other. Good. Nice. So I'm sure the kids had a blast the rest of the night. The rest of us had to get up and work today, so. Now I'm gonna reach up, stretch my hand out, but give me all those fingers. Reach it up. March it wide. Come down lower. Just bend those knees, but keep your body up nice and tall. Good, good, good. Stay down there if you can. Oh, feel those legs? Yes. Now up on your toes and march it in. Set those heels down. One more time, out wide. Come on down. And up on the toes. March it in. All right, deep breath in. Exhale, one more. Breathe in. And exhale. Time to grab those handheld weights. Oh, fun, Debbie. Was it good? Did you find the dress? Did you say yes to the dress? That's exciting. All right, quick break.
Go Fitness Virtual is more than just live virtual fitness classes. Bernie's Technology Corner is where you can find technology tips and tricks and answers to many of your technology challenges. You can also find answers to other FAQs or frequently asked questions. Now enjoy the rest of the workout.
Yes, so Debbie, who's getting married? I can't remember. I know I keep in touch with so many of you that I'm like, I can't remember. All right, march it out. And then grab your weights, which mine are here. I'll use these. I have 2 sets. We're good. All right. So we're going to take one foot in front, the other one back. We're going to drive that back knee up as we're taking hammer curls. So from the side, you can choose to keep that foot back the whole time. You can choose to tap it, or you can choose to drive the knee up and take it back. Good. Keep going. Oh, good, good, good. I'm glad she got one. Carol. I bet that was fun. How old is Haley? Or if you pronounce it, I guess it could be Hallie too, but yeah, maybe it's Hallie, because Haley might have an I. I don't know. There's so many different ways to spell all these names now. Okay, other one back. Now we're going to curl and rotate. Take it back. So again, keep the foot back, tap the toe, or drive that knee up. There's 4, 3, 2, and rest. Now we're going to set one weight down. Put it on my other set of weights here. Okay, so from here, we're going to go into a squat, and then we're going to take a front raise. So you're just put it in, actually I'm going to switch hands. I'm going to put it in one hand, all right? Coming down, and then I'm going to do a front raise with it. So squat, front raise. I still like to keep your heart rate up even when we do the weights. Burns more calories. Breathe in down, exhale up. Good. And rest it, switch. Ready, here we go. Down. I feel like I've just done nothing but sweat for the last week and a half. I mean like serious, like the serious kind of sweating, not even casual sweating, like full on. This morning is no different. Maybe it's because it's so muggy, it's probably it. And rest. Grab that other weight. Hey, Tina. All right, sounds great. I think that's a great way to do it. I love swimming. As a matter of fact, I'm so hot, I was just thinking about swimming. Like, how could I fit that in? I can't fit it in until 6 o'clock tonight, but I could maybe then. All right, so now you're gonna take the feet out to the side, bend your knees. I'm just gonna have you take it side to side for a second. Okay, so we're working in the core muscles, that middle third of your body. Keep those shoulders back. They're not going forward, they're going directly over to the side. And rest. Now we're going to take one foot in front, weight straight up and down, we're tapping in front, pulling back. Good, nice squeeze. Now straight arms with that same leg in front, straight arms, we're going to push back. And now switch, other leg in front. Reach out, pull back. And now straight arms, lift. Good, keep those abs pulled in. It's only your arms moving, not your whole body. Just your arms. And come up. Now, we're going to take a side to side. We're going to start with our feet together, okay? Then when we come over to one side, we're going to reach, bring them together, come over to the other side and reach. So you got to brace yourself, push off that, with that balanced foot, push off, or outside foot I should say, and come back to center. Good job, shoulders back, nice. So I think I told you guys last week that my son was climbing in the mountains. He was gonna try to do a couple 14ers. He was gonna try to do 3 in a row, which I didn't even realize. I thought he was doing 1. Gonna try to do 3 in a row. So he gets down from the first one, and they had a blast going up, and he was like, we're tired, we have blisters, we think we're not gonna do that tomorrow. So we went fishing and did totally different things. The next day they had a blast, caught a big rainbow trout, had so much fun. So today they figured out a way to hit 2 14ers, but not have to start at the bottom to do it. So there's one they had to drive a little ways, but there's one where you climb the 14er and then you can go about 3 more miles and get to the top of the second. Well, this will be their 3rd then 14er. So they're so excited. They're having so much fun. And I'm so glad I prayed his friend into the trip. It's made it even more fun. Good, let's go. One more time each side. And rest. At those lunges, you get that heart rate up, don't you? Yes. Now start at the front of the shoulders. If you, see how I'm kind of resting one in? If you have problems with the shoulders, you're going to take a bicep curl. You're just going to start up and go down. Okay, if you are able to come up a little ways with your shoulder press, take it up. You're able to extend one at a time, one foot in front of the other. Extend. Kind of always leave a little bend in the elbow. That's always good. Good, now switch those feet. And rest. Now with your feet out a little more than hip distance apart, we're gonna come down for pulses, okay? So we're just gonna hold our arms down. Try to keep that chest lifted. Tuck your tailbone. Here we go, down for pulses. Let's go. Oh yeah, work those thigh muscles. And up. Woo! Feel those legs? Yeah, me too. All right. Just switching my fan a little bit. Okay, now we're going to take our palms out to the side. You have the option to step back with one foot, go into a lunge. As you step back, you decide how much work you want. What can your legs do today? Are they getting tired? Keep it up. Couple more. Come on, you got this. And rest. Palms up. Crisscross. Oh, 28 and 34. Oh, that's awesome, Debbie. I was 27 when I got married. It's a good age. And take it out, little tiny pulses. And rest it down. Go ahead and set the weights down. Okay, our next round of exercises are going to be core exercises. So grab a drink. I'm going to get my chair out. I'm going to start showing you some of the exercises, okay? Okay, you do not have to go to the floor for the ab exercises. You can do everything seated on the chair. It works fine. Your crunches, instead of going behind your head, you're going to reach one hand to one shoulder, other one. Just make a little X. Keep your back nice and tall. Here's your crunch. It's forward and back. It's working that low back, but you're also working those abs. But you have to keep that back tall and just keep it nice and straight. Forward and back is what's happening, okay, from that side view. Next, we're going to take our arms in front. So you never have to support your head because it's always supported by your body in a seated position. You're fine. Okay, so you'll see me doing that on the floor, but you definitely don't have to do it in your chair. So elbow to the opposite knee. Then we're going to reach a hand out and reach for that opposite foot. And rest. Okay, one of the next ones we're going to do, because I like to take a break after that one. Those of us on the floor are going to take our arms out and our knees move. Doesn't work on the chair because you're sitting. So instead, you're going to take your arms in front. You're going to go side to side. You'll feel a lot more abdominal engagement when you just move the arms than if you tried to move your lower body. Okay, so we want as much bang for our buck as we can, and that's in front. Now we're also going to go side to side. So when you're sitting in that chair, you can just reach down one side, then the other. Works great. Directly out to the side. Those of us on the floor will take one hand behind our head. We're going to go to one side and then we're gonna switch. It's really hard to go back and forth in that laying position, so it's gonna look a little different. That's okay. Then we're going to go through some stretches. Oh, actually a hip lift. So we're gonna do a hip lift on the floor into a bridge. You guys are gonna extend one leg at a time and work on your thigh strength. Okay, so you can sit all the way back in the chair, or you can stay to the front of your chair, as long as you keep your body very tall. Okay, so the rest of us will be lifting our hips and taking them down. Then we're gonna stretch. When you're seated in the chair, you extend one leg and you reach the arm out, shoulder height. You do that 3 times. You just take a deep breath in, come back out. Don't rush it. You're gonna do it at the same time we change positions on the floor. So I'll lead you. Then we'll do the other side, same thing. After we do that 3 times, all of us are gonna go underneath our leg, okay? You're gonna point and flex. Those of you sitting, you're gonna bend your knee. Those of us that are lying down, we can take that leg straighter, okay? So it's gonna look a little bit different in certain exercises. I'm gonna move my chair, lay my mat out. So go ahead and find your positioning, grab a drink. While I'm getting ready, oh, I have a washcloth, thank you. Woo, it is hot. Maybe my body's just so used to sweating because it's just been sweating and sweating and sweating. I am ready for fall. When's it coming? I'm checked out of the summer thing. Okay, I'm going to try to adjust this so you can see a little bit better when I'm on the floor. Those of you on Facebook. Ooh. Okay, come on down or get in your chair. Okay, lay it on back. Now those of us on the floor, our hands are going to support the back of your head. I like to push my fingertips into the back of my head and take my head back into my fingertips. We're going to crunch. Good, tighten up that core. Good, tighten it up. You're not trying to pull with your head. You're pushing your head back in your fingertips and using your tummy muscles to lift. So this is the one where those of you guys in the chair are crisscrossed, in front, straight back. Now we're going to reach over, elbow to the knee. So remember, if you're sitting in the chair, your elbow's just in front, still going opposite. You just don't have to support that head. Good, keep it up. And rest it for a sec. Now you're going to reach out toward the ankle when that leg is straighter. All right, here we go. Reach, reach. Nice extension with that arm. Again, you're still extending if you're sitting on the chair. You're just keeping the arms more out in front of you. And rest. Good. Now is when we're going to take our arms out. Knees are going to go side to side if you're on the floor. If you're sitting in your chair, your arms are going side to side. You decide. Hopefully get that stretch in the back muscles. Side to side. Let's go one more. And rest. All right, now we're going to take the position where if you're in the chair, you're going side to side. I got to put my one hand behind my head to support that. It feels much, much, much better. So head back in that hand, one arm extended. You're just going to reach to that side. If you're laying on the floor, support your head. Don't let your neck do anything. Push back into that hand. Let the hand do the work. Okay, now switch. Hands doing the work. Other hand extends in, over. And rest it. Good. Now those of us on the floor are going to rest our heads back. This is when we're going to tuck our hips, push through our heels, and lift so there's space underneath our hips. It's a bridge. And then one vertebrae at a time, take it down. So try not to just really one vertebrae at a time as you're lifting. Those of you on the chair are going to extend one leg, then the other leg. Here we go. Lift. And down, one vertebrae at a time. Now you keep your arms down. I like to take mine up, tuck and lift, and take it down. Two more, up and lift, and down, one vertebrae at a time, and up, and down. Good, now go ahead, we're gonna stretch now. So those of you, remember, on the chair, extend the leg, arm reaches out. Those of us on the floor, we're going to take one knee in, one leg straight. Now go ahead and take it out to the side. Good, deep breath in, and now we're going to exhale, cross that knee over. Hand is on the outside of the knee, just pressing down. Deep breath in. And when you come to your back, you're going to exhale. You're going to lift the leg if you're on the floor. If you're on the chair, you're just going to hold behind that knee and sit up, and you're going to point flex. And now we're going to circle and take it the other way. Now when you're sitting on the chair, you have the option to keep your feet on the floor, especially if you've got a hip problem, or cross your legs and then rotate toward that leg. Those of us on the floor are going to take our ankle and we're going to cross it over, either push out, reach behind your leg, or right in front of your shin and get your hip stretch. So whatever one works for you is great by me. And now go ahead and switch. Going to do that same thing the other side. Knee in for those of us laying down. Leg extended for people on the chair. And now take it out to the side. If you're on the floor. And then the last one, you're going to cross over if you're on the floor. And take it to your back. And extend. Again, point flex. If you're on the chair, your knee is bent. And circle the ankle. Other way. Remember I told you all the different ways to crisscross over last time? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and reach for my shin again. But anywhere in between is fine. And out, take it down, kind of release. Okay, those of us that are on the floor, go over to your side, and then use your hands to kind of gently sit yourself up. Okay, it's super important that you take some time to kind of make sure you don't get dizzy, okay? Sometimes sitting up after you've done some work, you can get that way. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to get up off the floor. So even if you're sitting on the chair, watch this. Because I had another friend at the retirement home call me and she fell hard. And they had no idea how to get her up. No, it was just laying flat on the ground with they're pulling on her arms. It was awful. So if she had just rolled on her side and sat herself up, she would have at least been in an upright position. Okay, so now we're going to come to the knees. And you can take one foot around and then tuck that back toe in and stand up. I know I make it look easy. I get it, because it's a lunge. I'm just coming up out of that lunge. Now you can get down the same way. If you cannot put pressure on your knees, you take both hands to the floor. Feet are a little bit wider, but you got to push some body weight on those hands. And then rotate and lift, and then kind of bear crawl it back. Bend your knees, one vertebrae at a time. Come on up nice and slow. Okay, so those are two really good ways to get up off the floor. I hate when I hear that people get stranded on the ground, because that's such a helpless feeling when that happens. So I like to show you some different options. And sometimes I've had so many people actually tell me, I just want somebody to teach me how to get up off the floor. Okay, well, a lot of that's leg strength, but it's also not panicking and just going to the side, get to a position where you can. So I hope that if nothing else, that if something like that were to happen, you remember this class and you remember different ways that I showed you to get up off the floor. At least it'll give you a starting point, right? Now, if you have furniture that is stable, it's one thing if you try to get up on something that's not stable, that's dangerous, and you're going to end up back on the floor again. So be very careful with that. But use your legs. That's why we have to, it gets you up off the floor. If you don't have strong legs, it's really hard to do a lot of those things. So I go over it and over it and over it again, because I hope that repetition will sink in.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for the short sample of one of my GoFitness virtual fitness classes. I'm Gina Ogren, the founder of GoFitnessVirtual.com.
And I'm John Ogren, Gina's husband and sidekick. If you like this sample of Gina's class, we hope you'll visit us at GoFitnessVirtual.com, where we have over 800 recorded fitness classes designed for active older adults.
We also have live classes almost every day.
That's right. Just go to GoFitnessVirtual.com and click the Get Started button to learn about becoming a member.
And remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hope to see you in class.
You should always consult with your physician before engaging in any physical activity program. By participating in this online exercise class, you assume all dangers, hazards, and risks of such participation. The exercise demonstrated by the instructors in this online class are physically demanding. If you are unable to safely perform these exercises, please modify them for your own safety or choose a different set of exercises. Remember, it's your body and your responsibility. If you like this lesson, come visit us at GoFitnessVirtual.com.